Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we peel back the layers of corporate filings and find out if your favorite companies are actually as shiny as they seem. Today, we're diving into American Picture House Corporation's latest report, and let's just say they're setting up a new kind of movie deal. So, American Picture House Corporation, a company that sounds like it should be in the movie business, has just announced a pretty significant financial arrangement. They V-inked a deal called an Equity Line of Credit Agreement, or ELOC, with a partner named RH2 Equity Partners. This is like a typical bank loan where you get all the money at once. Instead, think of it as a flexible credit line, kind of like a credit card for stocks. They can choose to sell their own company stock to RH2 equity partners over a 2-year period. This deal allows American Picture House Corporation to raise up to a massive $100 million. It is structured so they can decide when and how much to tap into this credit line, depending on what they need. They can sell newly created shares of their common stock to this investor. The important thing here is that they can use these funds for all sorts of things, like covering their everyday costs, developing new projects, funding their productions, and pursuing other growth strategies. This gives them a lot of control over their funding as they maneuver through their business. Along with this credit line, they also signed a separate agreement that basically says they'll help the investor by registering the shares they buy so they can be resolved easily. This is a pretty standard part of these kinds of deals to make sure everything is above board and the investor can eventually trade those shares. Now, a quick note on how these shares are being sold. They are being offered and sold using an exemption from the usual registration requirements. This exemption is typically for private sales where the investor is considered sophisticated, like a so-called accredited investor. This means the investor is presumed to have enough financial knowledge and resources to understand the risks involved without the same level of public disclosure required for other sales. So, what does this all mean for American Picture House Corporation? They've secured a significant chunk of potential funding. This gives them a financial runway and flexibility, which is crucial for any company, especially one in a dynamic industry. It suggests they have plans for growth or perhaps need to shore up their finances to execute their strategy. The fact that they have this agreement in place shows a proactive approach to managing their capital needs. The registration rights agreement is also key. It smooths the path for the investor, indicating a commitment to a long-term relationship and ensuring the investor has a clear exit strategy or ability to trade the shares. This kind of cooperation is often a good sign that both parties are serious about the arrangement. And let's not forget the press release that likely accompanied this. Companies typically announce such material agreements to keep investors informed. While the filing itself contains the dry details, the press release often spins it as a positive step for growth and stability. Looking at this from a broader perspective, American Picture House Corporation is essentially building a financial toolkit. They've secured a substantial line of credit that they can draw upon as needed. This is a smart move for companies that have projects with uncertain timelines or varying capital demands. It allows them to avoid taking on debt that they might not immediately need, thus managing their interest expenses and financial obligations more efficiently. It shows a certain maturity in their financial planning. The company's strategy here seems to be about maintaining flexibility and control over their capital. By setting up an ELOC rather than, say, a large fixed loan, they can adapt to changing market conditions and their own project pipelines. This approach suggests a forward-thinking management team that is prepared for different scenarios. It's like having a reservist of funds ready to deploy rather than a massive, unmovable block of cash. Now, to wrap it up, American Picture House Corporation has effectively put a $100 million safety net and growth fund in place with RH2 equity partners. This provides them with considerable financial maneuverability. The success of this arrangement will hinge on how effectively they deploy these funds and whether their projects generate the returns needed to justify the issuance of new stock. It is a bold move that signals ambition and a need to fuel their expansion or operational activities. What is your take on this financial maneuver by American Picture House Corporation? Does this make you more or less confident in their future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insights into the world of corporate finance. Don't forget to join our Discord community. The link is in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.